Welcome to the Hot Seat Interview. I'm your host, Maggy Martinez, where we bring Georgia's leaders face to face with the questions that matters most to you, the voters. Today, we are turning our focus to the city of McDonough, a city that is growing fast, full of promises, but also facing challenges that come with progress. Joining me on the Hot Seat Interview is someone who has been at the center of that change, incumbent Councilwoman Vanessa Thomas, running for re-election for council member at large. She says her mission is to keep McDonough going forward. So let's dive in.
Starbound Studios starring Maggy Martinez and the Hot Seat Interview. Y ahora con ustedes, Maggy Martinez en Caliente. And now, Maggy Martinez.
Well, here she is, Vanessa Thomas. She's the candidate for McDonough City Council at large. She's the incumbent. Welcome, Vanessa, to the hot seat.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for having me.
Do you think this is going to get hot?
Oh, of course it will. That's why you call it the hot seat.
That's why you call it a hot seat. That's right. That's right. Well, Vanessa, McDonough has been expanding rapidly. And with growth come both opportunities and challenges. And, there are a lot of people over there talking about the mega project. Indeed, I don't know why they're talking about that, because that's not something that has come to the supervision or approval of the city council.
Right.
What can you tell us about that?
The multi-complex that they are proposing, it has gone through it's really currently at the Atlanta Regional Commission right now. However, it has not come to the city of McDonough mayor or council. So the reason why people are so concerned about it is because it's out there now. It's out there it's been published through the Atlanta Regional Commission right now. And so people have received word that it was coming or is being proposed, but it has not come to the city of McDonough yet, to a mayor or council. So that's where it's at right now.
And certainly you're going to have like town hall meetings so the citizens can come and listen to what's going on?
That's correct. Our citizens can always come in and listen. As a matter of fact, our citizens are coming in just about every time we hold a meeting. They're signing up for public comments just to discuss this new development. So our citizens are welcome to come in and discuss anything they want when we have public comments at our meetings.
But right now it's nothing approved.
Right. Nothing has been approved and nothing is on our agenda for us to speak on.
Okay, that's very good. Well, don't forget to tune in every Thursday on the Hot Seat Interview on YouTube on demand. Now we are on Spotify. We are growing. This is really nice. So click that bell, subscribe because it's important, and share with your friends, neighbors, colleagues, because it's important to be informed of everything that the candidates bring to the table. Don't forget, I wrote a book. It's called The Secrets of Campaigning. So you think you could run 40 years of experience, how to run a campaign. All the secrets are here. If you read it, you'll be okay. So give it to your daughters so they develop leadership. Give it to your friends, to your neighbor. Give it to somebody that is running for office, or for you to understand all the things the candidate go through, isn't it, Vanessa?
Yes, and I thank you so much for publishing that. That is that's a wealth of information for us.
Yeah, and it's not done by AI, so don't forget that. That's important. It's my own experience as an elected official and owning a business that work with candidates. Well, if you feel it in your heart, though, and you want to make a donation to the show, visit starboundpr.com. Make your donation because we want to keep the conversation going, buy equipment, keep up with technology is very, very important. Well, public safety, Vanessa, public safety is always a concern for all the citizens of McDonough. So what step has the city taken under your leadership to strengthen the public safety?
Okay. What mayor and council have done, what we have done is, first of all, our police chief comes to us about some ideas and some suggestions that they would like to implement, which is a good thing because every time they come to us with some good ideas, we tend to say, oh, yes, that's great. We need that for our citizens. And so what we've done was we have implemented a flock camera system where we can identify vehicles that are coming in and out of our city, really. We can identify them by way of their license plates, the type of vehicle that it is, when and where the vehicle has come from and where it's going to.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also, we've implemented a device where you can hear, you can detect gunshots.
Oh,
And so we have that. It seems like our police department has put those in a lot of our different subdivisions throughout the city of McDonough. So we have that as well. And also to keep our citizens safe, we are going to implement yet another police precinct.
wow.
And this will be in our Avalon Parkway, South Point areas, where we have our hotels and our shoppings, and we have subdivisions in that area. So that's a well-needed area for us to make sure that we control the crime there as well, where our citizens usually frequent shop in restaurants.
That's
and eat.
excellent. That's excellent, because safety is a concern for all the citizens
Yes,
of
it is.
McDonough. Well, we are hearing from families across Henry County that affordable housing is becoming harder to find. Also, you have a program that helps families. Tell us about that.
Well, the program that we've implemented was a program. Well, the one thing is we did a NCRAD, which is our National Community Rehabilitation Program Office. We are in partnership with them that we have provided at least $1.5 million towards funding.
Wow.
Where our homeowners, citizens of McDonough, can be able to get home repairs done. You do need to qualify. You know your income has to be a certain limit, and you do need to meet qualifications, and you do have to live in your home as well as own the home and live there for at least 5 years after the repairs have been made. And then it'll be in the form of a grant. You do not have to pay it back. So we have that available for our residents.
That's excellent.
Yes, and some of our apartments that we've just put up, we have where it could be income. It's based on income. So we have senior citizen apartments. We have apartments that that are not necessarily for seniors, that are geared towards your income. So you can go out and check that out and see if you qualify to be able to live in one of those type communities.
Well, McDonough addressing housing affordability and ensuring that growth includes opportunities for everyone.
Mhm.
And as you know, after COVID, everything is more expensive. So I see a lot of projects surrounding the city, not necessarily within the city. What can you tell me about housing affordability?
Well, just as Maggie was saying that a lot of developments that you're seeing that looks to be in the city of McDonough may not necessarily be owned by McDonough. Henry County has quite a few areas within our city that's doing some building. When you see warehouses popping up around, especially on Westridge Parkway, most of that area is in the county and not the city. So, and also some of these homes and apartments that you're seeing, especially on Jonesboro Road, those are county, that's county property that you're seeing. It's not necessarily in the city limits of McDonough. And what we want to do as far as to provide affordable homes is to get with these developers and see how we can maybe talk them into perhaps providing a certain percentage of affordable homes for our residents there.
That's very important.
Yes,
Because not
it is.
everybody can buy a home that is
Exactly.
$500,000.
Right. Because and another thing that I'm seeing is that although there's a lot of development for homes, apartments, townhomes, and that type of thing, but the question is, like you said, Maggie, affordability. And it needs to be affordable. We have plenty of houses for our residents to live in, but can they afford to live there? So that's what we're working on. We definitely want to be able to put our citizens in places where they can be able to afford to live.
Well, anyone who drives through McDonough, it's a lot of traffic. I noticed that you had a new project where they expanded that area. What can you tell me about that?
Well, 2081 is being expanded, and we hope to complete that soon. We're doing the expansion of that road, and also on McDonough Parkway, we are also expanding that road as well. Those are heavily traveled roads, and so those are the roads that we have looked at, and we're in collaboration with the county. Believe it or not, most people think that we don't communicate with it.
Collaborate. All
Yes,
right.
but yes, we do. So we are in collaboration with the county to work on widening some of these roads, 2081 as well as McDonough Parkway.
What about sidewalks within the city? What is the any projects?
Well, we are talking about having walkable sidewalk places where people can walk. Let's say if you might live, let's say maybe across the street or maybe down the street from shops and from restaurants, we want to be able to put sidewalks over there where you can be able to just walk there from your home. So we are looking at more walkable places for our citizens.
Well, the economic development can change a city's future, but growth should also mean opportunity for local family and small businesses. What you have done in the last 4 years and what is on the horizon in terms of helping small businesses?
Well, we just initiated a program for small businesses. We had like a workshop, a forum type workshop that was held at Southern Crescent Technical College for small businesses to give them to educate them and to give them ideas and ways that they can expand their business and grow their business. So that's one thing that we have begun doing right now is is providing a workshop, and hopefully we could keep that going at least maybe once a year or maybe once a quarter or so. We'd like to be able to continue on with that and to be able to expand our businesses and give them information on how they could grow their business and the funding and things like that is that's out there for them to do that.
Well, you have seen the opposition during this campaign, and we are talking about transparency and accountability.
Hmm.
When you done something that is not okay as a public servant, you have to explain to the citizens of McDonough why you took those action, why we have so many lawsuits against the city of McDonough, what's going on in terms of the leadership that is running right now this campaign, and how do you see this in terms of transparency and accountability right now?
Well, transparency, all you have to do as a resident is just ask questions. Send us an email or something and ask us questions. As to what's going on. That they heard this, they heard that, such as what's going on with that multiplex that's being promoted out there in on Zach Hinton Parkway area, racetrack area. Just come to us and just as our mayor has initiated, she's initiated a myth buster to try to bust those type myths that you are hearing. So that's a way that you could, that we can try to keep transparency with you. You can also attend our meetings and ask questions, and we'll try to answer those questions as
And
well.
also, you transmit live the town hall meetings and all that, so people can know.
Right, exactly. Right, and our council meetings are live as well.
Hmm.
Yes.
So it's no excuse to
Exactly.
know.
So that's transparency, and we have an agenda that comes out before our meeting that you can look at on the agenda to see what's going to be discussed, and then it's discussed in our meetings. And let's say if we go into executive session and when we come back out of executive session, if we have something to be able to reveal to our residents, we will discuss that at that time after our executive session at the meeting. So nothing is being hidden.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important. Well,
Hmm.
young engagement, right? Young people are the future of McDonough,
Yes,
and we
they
need to
are.
help them build leadership.
Hmm.
What are you doing to engage and empower youth in your community?
Well, we have just reinitiated our McDonough Youth Council.
Excellent.
Yes, and I think we have about maybe 20 or so students from McDonough High School that's part of that program. So that is a way that we can get our young students involved. So and also a way to get our young students involved. We're looking at also providing some type of a mentorship program in the future, and perhaps even a summer employment program for the summer for our youth as well. We're looking at doing things like that to getting our youth involved.
You are retired
Yes.
and you work where?
I am retired and I don't work anywhere, but I work for the people. How about that?
Uh-huh.
But I am retired from federal service. I spent 26 years working for the federal government, and that's a public servant position. So all these years I've worked for the people. I've worked for in a public setting, And that's what I love. I love people. I love to work with people.
We are talking with Vanessa Thomas. She's the incumbent at large for the city of McDonough. Visit her website because it's important that you know how she thinks and what she brings to the table to improve the quality of life of you and your family. Well, environmental sustainability, cities where everywhere are talking about sustainability, how to grow responsibly and protect natural spaces at the same time. I understand Mayor Sandra Vincent with the city council did something about this.
Mm-hmm. Well, for one thing, that we'd like to do for the environment is we've just initiated, or we're getting ready to put out there, let's say, some trolley cars where we could be able to transport our residents from, let's say, the South Point area where we have a lot of visitors in the hotels, to be able to transport them to our our um, our McDonough Square. So trying to maybe alleviate on some traffic in that, in that regard as well, to help out with some cars being on the road. The trailer, I mean the trolley car will hold maybe about 20 or so people. So that's like 20 cars
Right
being off
there.
the road.
Yeah.
Right. So things like that, we want to make it more walkable. As a matter of fact, on 2081, when we made those pairs, um, when we exchanged those
The circles.
yes, we have a walkway there where people can walk through the traffic, let's say. So so we're trying to make it more walkable, more sustainable for for people that ride bicycles as well as walking.
So in the last town hall meeting, Sandra Vincent spoke about that they are going to reserve a space, or they already did like a green space within the city.
Hmm.
You know about that project?
We have there's a certain area. Yes, there's a certain area that we are using for green space. You're right,
Mm-hmm.
and and we don't want to utilize that for anything else other than that.
Right,
Yes, yes,
right.
that's
Excellent,
correct.
excellent. Well, with growth, the demand for public services from trash collection to parks and recreation continues to increase.
Hmm.
How is the city keeping up with those demands, and what improvement are you prioritizing for your residents?
Okay. My main priority, I would say, and I keep saying that we need more sidewalks, we need more walkability
Mm-hmm.
for our residents, and especially for those that just live right down the street from shops and from restaurants. We need that for our residents. So that is definitely something that I see in the future, for us to be able to do, is make things more walkable for our residents to, from their homes, and just to be able to save on traffic, on gas, on whatever going on. Another thing that we've initiated, and we're still continuing to do so, is put out EV stations. We have EV stations in quite a few areas within our city, and we just recently put an EV station up in Avalon Park.
For the people out there, where is the EV station so they
That's
know?
that's electrical vehicles. If you have an electrical vehicle, there are certain places that you can go to quote unquote gas up, or electric,
Yeah, right.
or electric up. And one place you can electric up at the South Point area,
Mm-hmm.
and you and Avalon Park just put one out. We
Oh,
have
excellent.
3 of them over there. So there's different places that you can go and charge up your vehicles. So that's what that EV is electrical vehicles.
So, how the city council and the mayor have worked this past 4 years?
Well, we have worked together quite a bit, approving things. As you can see, we've gotten a lot of things done, and especially we've initiated a lot of social activities for our residents. Every time you turn around, we've got something going on at the square or either at Alexander Park. We're going to be having a hot chocolate social. For the first time, we had that last year, and that was a great success. So we plan on having another one this year. We're having our parade, the Christmas parade that's coming up. So there's a lot of things that we've done together as mayor and council. We've approved, like I mentioned, we've approved some funding for to get our residents' homes built.
Mhm.
We've approved funding for our the new police precinct that we're going to be having in Avalon Parkway.
But in reality, you work together.
Yes, we work together in reality. That's
yes,
right.
that's important.
Well, and it takes four of us.
Mhm.
It takes four votes to pass anything.
Right.
So we have to be in unison to pass a vote.
Well, we are talking with Vanessa Thomas. She's running for the city of McDonough at large. She's the incumbent. Experience matter, right?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So you have a saying, experience matter, and what else?
Experience matters. And if it's not broke, no need to try to fix it. That's how I look at it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Well, Vanessa, look at that camera, and what message do you want to leave with voters about your leadership, your record, and your vision for the future of McDonough?
Okay. Thank you for that question, Maggie. First and foremost, I just want to let you know that I am that voice for the people. I will be your voice. That is what my calling is to be the voice for the people. All these years, I have stood up and I've talked to people and represented people, and that is what I feel that my calling is. And I want to continue to do that, even to the point that I will continue to be that voice for the people, even until the mayor drops that gavel on me and say, Vanessa, enough's enough. I mean, which has happened.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. It's
exactly.
okay.
But I will continue to speak up for the people. And for one thing that is very resonant in my mind and spirit is the fact that there was going to be a Dollar General being built in front of a subdivision. And I just could not stand for that to happen, because I looked at it as if it was in my own subdivision.
Right.
And there's no way that I would want to be driving in and out of my subdivision right to a Dollar General. So quite naturally, I fought and fought and fought for that not to go up. So I'm that voice, and I will be that voice. Whatever I feel is right or wrong, I will speak up for it, and I will speak up for the people. And not for the businesses or the developers. I am not a voice for them, but I am a voice for you, the people who have voted me in office. I ask for you to reelect me, Vanessa Thomas, for Councilwoman at Large for the city of McDonough. Website is reelectvanessathomas.com.
Thank you, Councilwoman Vanessa Thomas, to come into the hot seat interview.
Thank you so much, Maggie, for having me on the hot seat. This was indeed some hot questions that you've asked me.
That's definitely.
And I hope that I was able to answer them, to your satisfaction and to our viewers' satisfaction. And it has been a pleasure being on your show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where your dedication to the people of McDonough and your vision for the city's future truly stands out. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you.
As voter, get ready, get informed, and look for the information, because it's important how your leaders are thinking and what they bring to the table. This is Maggy Martinez, the Hot Seat Interview. Until next time.